Why? You should be interested to know that since that day in January, 6 years ago, up to today, no member of my staff has ever gone on leave. Therefore, Director General Mbow, Dr. Ansu Jame, the nurses, the drivers, and those who go to the forest to get the medicine, I owe you a debt of gratitude.
The Gambian leader went further to thank all those who have supported his treatment program, especially the Gambian populace, saying their support and solidarity with him is the driving force behind the success of his treatment, and thus he will never relent in his crusade as long as the resources are within reach.
For the Gambians, and for the Africans, and for the human race, if it is within my powers to eliminate suffering, I will do it no matter who is concerned, be it suffering from illness or poverty or whatever it is. Today, we are so advanced in our treatment that I can tell you with confidence that if you come with HIV/AIDS, we laugh because we can take care of it. Sickle cell, ulcer, you come with that, we give you 1 month, you go home a free person.
The climax of the celebration came when a group of musicians dedicated a song to the late Alhaji Mamadou Sanyang, a patriotic, dedicated and hard-working supporter of the Gambian leader, a man who till his death has worked to strengthen the president's cause. Grts.
The Minister of Basic and Secondary Education has backed an honorary doctorate degree from the University of Huddersfield in the United Kingdom. The conferment of the award was disclosed at the launch of the University of Huddersfield's Alumni Gambia chapter. We have more on this report by Famara Fofana.
Past students of the University of Huddersfield were joined by government ministers and visiting officials of the reputable UK university to mark the launch of the Huddersfield Alumni Gambia branch. Idrissa Koli, acting director of the National Training Authority, described the launch of the association as an opportunity to establishing a link between the university and its Gambian alumni.
More importantly, we hope to interact and exchange ideas with a view to have a good grasp of what is on the ground to be offered by the University of Huddersfield and the alumni.
Officials of the university spoke of the fruitful relations the university has with the Gambia, a relationship that has spanned for more than 40 years.
I know the relationship between the Gambia and the University of Huddersfield goes back over 40 years. And as a university, we have been honoured to have been able to work with you and to have supported your efforts.
With the University of the Gambia pushing to expand its scope of operations, the launch of the Alumni Association, according to Deputy Vice-Chancellor, University of the Gambia, will provide the UTG the opportunity to build fruitful collaboration with the Huddersfield University.
So I think we are ready to collaborate with this university in areas of staff development, in areas of students exchange.
The partnership between Huddersfield University and the Gambia, Dr. Anne Harris says, is stimulated and sustained by a shared belief in the value of education, adding their alumni's dedication to study and of its resolve to use their careers to partake in the advancement of the country.
Relationship between the Gambia and the University of Huddersfield. This is a collaboration which has been stimulated and sustained by a shared belief in the value of education, a shared determination.
Dr. Ann later announced the conferment of an honorary doctorate degree on the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education, who graduated with a BA in Vocational and Technical Education and subsequently bagged a Master's in Education from the university. Her success as a student and the success in her career were remarkable, according to Dr. Ann.
But it is therefore a special and particular privilege to be able to announce the award of an honorary doctorate from the University of Huddersfield to the Gambian Minister of Basic and Secondary Education. Her achievements as a student were commendable, but as an alumna, her success in her career has been remarkable and of particular esteem. By promoting and strategically developing basic, secondary and higher education, she has made the most significant and fundamental of contributions to her country.
Lane Hall, lecturer from the Huddersfield School of Education who happened to tutor many Gambians at the university, reviewed the work of the experiences of Gambians at Huddersfield.
As a tutor of many education graduates from the Gambia, I know that the importance of quality education is fully appreciated here.
The Minister of Basic and Secondary Education spoke of the significant contribution of the UK University in helping train a great number of Gambians who are now manning key positions in the country.
I do hope that this will be the beginning of future cementing of the relationship among the graduates, but more importantly, solidifying the relationship between the graduates and their alma mater, and by extension providing the building blocks for a very fruitful collaboration between the University of Huddersfield and the University of the Gambia.
The official launch of the Huddersfield Alumni Association is expected to inject greater awareness of the university's activities, particularly aspiring Gambians with ambitions to study at the reputable university. Famara Fofana, Grts.
The University of the Gambia has opened its doors to 530 new intakes. At an orientation ceremony held at the Gambia College Auditorium, heads of the various departments and schools under the UTG welcomed the new cohort of students and gave them an insight into the workings of the country's highest learning institution. Babuka Senghor tells us more.
The University of the Gambia continues to attract more students every year. The government of the Gambia is doing all it takes to provide high-quality education in a bid to mold future leaders who will be addressing some of the challenges confronting the country. The deans and representatives of different faculties or schools under the UTG also took time to welcome the new students, as well as highlight the roles of their respective departments. Sir Umar Bite, president of the UTG Student Union, in his welcome remark, delved into the workings of the student body and its role in the welfare of students. The senior UTG relations officer, Yakuba Mambure, told the gathering that the UTG is one that boasts of state-of-the-art facilities before expanding on the role of his office in creating and fostering local and external linkages.
My office, the University Relations Office, we are the custodian of all university linkages, partnerships, and collaboration. We ensure that there is that linkage and partnership with the outside world, be it with other institutions, government or non-government organizations.
Relevant and recommended textbooks are also said to be available at the UTG library as one way of enhancing learning skills of students. As such, librarian Aisadun Jai urged the new intakes to make best use of the facility. Aliu Maska, speaking on behalf of the Finance Department, urged students to abide by the payment mode so as to make life easy for themselves as well as contribute to the development of the country's highest learning institution. Janun Mane, secretary of the UTG, did not mince his words when he addressed the new batch of university students.
As a student, you must familiarize yourself with information about your academic programs, your academic majors and minors, with an understanding of all the requirements of an academic degree plan.
Mane called on all and sundry to show respect and genuine desire to work together as a family.
This university is ours, and we are here to make sure that it goes to the higher heights. My advice to you as freshmen and women is to aim high, aim very, very high. Try to read aggressively with an open mind, because those of you who want to score high, definitely you have to aim very, very high.
Professor Mohamedou Ka, in a marathon speech, commended